Hey, I thought I would jump on here because I had a pretty cool experience this morning around a meditation practice that I've started doing a couple different things in my morning routine. And one of them is doing at least 5 minutes of meditation where I just get quiet, hey Rob Maccabee, and get focused in on, just like what's going on in myself. And so this morning I did a 5-minute meditation, was pretty tight on time. I had somebody showing up here earlier than usual. And so I was like, you know what, I'm doing the 5 minutes. I set my timer for 5 minutes, and I had done a guided meditation session that I led last night with a client. And so I decided to use that model to do my meditation this morning. So it basically is getting yourself into a place that you feel really safe and actually visualizing a specific place. So for me, I found myself on this beach. It was beautiful, and just enjoying the breeze and the sunset and just really connecting to it. It was beautiful. And down the waterway, I saw 2 people walking toward me. And at some point I realized that it was me and God, and it was an older version of me, like years down the road, like white hairs, older, and just watching them connect was really, really neat. Like they had their arms around each other and their heads leaned in, they were talking and laughing. And then I noticed there was this little girl in front of me playing in the water and splashing and having a good time. And I realized that was this younger version of me. And that was really cool. So I was just like watching all of these different aspects. And I was standing on the beach, like at the age that I am right now, watching all of this and kind of just connecting to it and taking it in and really embracing all that life is going to be between now and the time I get to that, and thinking about all of the connections and the moments that are shared for me between now and when I get to that place, with, for me, my experience of God. So seeing them walking toward me and then seeing this version of me. At one point, the little girl part of me came over and I just had my arms around her and we were both looking out at the ocean. And then the older version of me and God got closer. And then at one point we were just kind of all huddled together. And it was just this really powerful, just beautiful experience, kind of integrating and loving on all the aspects of me. And there was something in, I think our culture tends to have this fear of aging, all the different messages that create that. So there was just this real excitement for and embracing of the process of getting older. And then there was this real just acceptance of and love for the little girl part of me and just this embracing of her. And I was at the Summit of Greatness this last weekend, and there was a speaker there named Kyle Cease. And one of the things that he said that I really resonated with, he said something, this isn't exactly it, but it was along the lines of, if you wrote down and then said out loud all of the things, like if you said to somebody else, all of the things that you say to yourself, it would be child abuse. Like if you said the things out loud to a kid that you say to yourself all the time, the self-beat up kinds of conversations, like, oh my gosh, you're such an idiot. Or, oh my gosh, how many times are you gonna, just the ways that we can talk to ourselves or kind of like be hard on ourselves. And he said, there's this inner child in every single one of us. And when we talk like that, if you did that in person out loud, it would be child abuse. And so why do we do that to ourselves? So that was really cool, just to have this real embracing of and loving on that little girl part of me and the embracing of the woman that I am becoming. It's just really sweet, really connective. And I had a moment where I just got to ask her, like, what is it that you know that I need to know in this moment? Like, what are the things that would really support me in this time right now? And it was just a really, really cool 5 minutes. It was 5 minutes all of this happened in. And so I thought I'd just get on here and share it, because this is how I grow. When I hear other people sharing their experiences and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such a cool way to try that, or that's such a neat way to connect spiritually, or that is how I grow. I try new experiences all the time as I hear about other people. So I thought I'd get on and share that with you. So if any of this connected, maybe it's just the committing to some bite-sized thing, like I'm just going to do 5 minutes, however many days a week, and just get still and quiet and connect in. Or maybe it's that experience of taking yourself experientially to a place that feels really safe for you and then just watching what unfolds. Or maybe it is that embracing of some aspect of you, either like as you're getting older, or the little boy or little girl part of you, or maybe it's just the self-compassion and being kind. So one of the things that I do in some of my workshops and on retreats is we'll get a mirror out and actually look in your own eyes and just communicate compassionately and kindly to yourself. So that's another little way you can integrate this kind of experience for yourself. So hopefully that is supportive. If you take any of that away, or you're gonna commit to trying some aspect of that, post it below. It would be fun to hear what you guys are doing. Or if there's some other thing that you do that's kind of in this vein, I would love to hear about it. Share it with all of us. And if you feel like this would really support somebody else that you are thinking of, feel free to share it with them as well. So anyhow, that's pretty much it. I was just gonna get on and share that experience with you guys. Oh, also, I am going to be doing a retreat on the power of presence. So it kind of ties to this, and we're gonna be doing some of that self-compassion work at the retreat. There are a couple exercises we're gonna do that are a little bit in this vein. So if this resonates with you, if you're kind of like, I need more of this kind of thing in my life, check out the retreat. If it seems like something you'd want to do, it's October 18th through the 20th, and we're going to be at the beautiful Outer Banks, right on the ocean. It's going to be an incredible experience. Have a beautiful house and chef and all of that. It's going to be awesome. So if you want to come lean into some of that together, check that out. You can get an application in, and we can connect. And if you do any of these little pieces, share it with me. I'd love to hear about it. All right, blessings everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day.